We ain't just tourists to travel in comfort to click selfies at the destination. We are explorers, the kind that doesn't care about the destination and schedule, just finds some trekking route on Google Maps and decides to ride motorcycle there. That's when this turns into this. A ride to Himalayas is always a dream of any adventure biker. Our ride started at Pokhara and was done in 3 legs. From Pokhara to Sayangay, from Sayangay to Chamay, and finally from Chamay to Manang. As high as around 3,500 meters. We got to Pokhara without any hurdles, through the Agra Expressway, crossing the Nepal border, driving through the winding roads, reaching Pokhara at night. We rented our motorbikes from Pokhara. One was the highly acclaimed off-roader, the Royal Enfield Himalayan. My buddy got the Honda VR that could literally climb a wall. We started late from Pokhara at around 10:30 in the morning after negotiations with the rental person. All the way to Baiseshwar, the road condition was really great. Coming from South India, I would say, some parts are way better than the roads we have. While riding, I was thinking this is just a piece of cake when we'll reach Manang itself by nightfall. Right where Baiseshwar ends, the road just vanished. Our bikes plunged into a huge dip, and after that we never saw any road at all. Just 10 minutes into the ride from Baiseshwar, the thoughts of giving up started. Literally having no road, the bike started punishing our backs really bad. Soon this river came into view. We should have just stayed at Baiseshwar. As we went in peak winter, we were in pitch dark by 4:30 in the evening. Yes, this is how 4:30 PM looked like. We continued to ride, hoping to find a place to sleep and call it a day. But we didn't find one till it was late. At around 8 PM, we found a hotel in Sayangay, a very decent place to sleep, but it has already gotten so cold, and there are no room heaters or anything of the sort to warm us up. We are now at 1120 meters. Already terrified, the locals added fuel to the fire by frightening us with things like altitude sickness, the chilling cold, and the never-ending off-road. With the motivation of my buddy, we decided to push on. The plan was to reach Chamay, the safe zone in terms of altitude, and from there it all goes steeper. Chamay is also great to get acclimatized before the final climb to Manang. The terrain from Sayangay to Chamay is still the same, no roads. It also gets riskier as we progress on this trail. The fine dust with rocks hidden underneath is ready to make us fall without a warning. We can only crawl on the surface to ensure we stay afloat. However, we get some great views and photo option on this route. Like the river that follows us all the way up to Manang. This waterfall. This bridge. And someone gets this crazy idea. Why not ride on the hanging bridge? We were thoroughly enjoying the ride and were making good pace to Chamay as well. Then this happened. Some road work. We've lost around 30 minutes over there. It happened again near a raging waterfall. Another 30 minutes gone. Our watches were racing to the 4 PM mark, where we literally go blind. Though this leg of ride is back-breaking, so threatening and patience testing, the mesmerizing views of the trail keeps us enlightened. See to believe it. When almost near Thampi, Nepal must have thought, let's give them a harder one now. Yes, hard ice on the road. It was a cool spot for pictures, and we managed to cross it without a fall as well. We reached Thampi by 4:30 in the evening, and it was freezing cold. We googled it and found it was -20. Closely surrounded by mountains, Thampi is like a business village of Manang. There were government offices, monasteries, shops and some good hotels too. The views of Annapurna ranges from Thampi, I was speechless. None of the hotels have room heaters here. There are common fireplaces, and once we were warm enough, we ran into our rooms and hurried ourselves into the quilts. The quilts magically were very warm indeed. After a tiring day, Thampi chills the mind, soul and the body. However, with the harsh weather and perhaps anxiety, I was almost certain that I had given up. But my body, he was very determined. It's still freezing cold in the morning, but we have to go all the way up to Manang and make it back somewhere near Sayangi. The path from Thampi to Manang is a little better, but a lot more risky. The path is narrow with a hell-deep creek by the side. Once we cross this terrain, then shows up the Himalayan ranges every now and then. Once we cross Pisang, there are very steep climbs and then we arrived at this paradise. Riding in the valleys surrounded by the majestic Himalayan ranges is a mesmerizing feeling, I would rather say an emotion. At this altitude of 3600 meters, the highest we've been ever so far, there is lesser oxygen density which we could feel. The lakes were frozen and there was hard ice on the road too. Yak curry was always in our bucket list for a very long time, and we had it by the side of our majestic Annapurna range. In the final stretch to the ice lake, at this altitude, it's really difficult to walk. I admire the trekkers and hikers. Real tough job. After all the adventure, pain and risks, we were there. There is a great peace of mind, perhaps absolute silence in the standstill frozen lake surrounded by the towering Annapurna mountains. It's definitely a magic. It's a peace like never before. With a sense of accomplishment, lots of moments of sheer luck and a bag full of memories, we return from Manang. Travel isn't always pretty. It isn't always comfortable, sometimes it hurts. It even breaks your heart, but that's okay. The journey changes you, it should change you. It leaves mark on your memory, on our consciousness, on your heart and on your body. You take something with you, hopefully you leave something good behind.